Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a monastery nestled in a remote village. And in this monastery lived a wise and revered lama. Now one day, the lama wrote a letter to the chief monk. The letter simply said, "Please send one more lama, we need him here." The chief monk read the letter to his disciples and then surprisingly announced, "I will send 5 of you." One of the monks protested, "But why 5? The lama only requested 1. The chief monk smiled knowingly and said, "You will understand. The way is long and the distractions are many. If I send 5, it is not certain even 1 will reach." The disciples were confused, but they trusted their master. So 5 monks were selected and sent on their way, each carrying an important message. The first 4 days passed without incident, and the monks continued their journey. On the 5th day, they arrived at a village and decided to rest for the night. As they sat outside the monastery, a messenger rushed towards them, cried, "Our priest has died. We need a new one. Good pay and lodging await." The village looked prosperous and inviting. One of the monks said, "I will stay. Serving here is also Buddha's work. You 4 can continue. It's only 1 is needed at the monastery." The other monks nodded, understanding his choice. And so 1 monk stayed behind, while the remaining 4 continued their journey. The next day, as they walked along the outskirts of the kingdom, the king, riding past on his horse, noticed a young and radiant monk. "Wait," called the king. "I seek a groom for my daughter. You are perfect. Marry her, and my entire kingdom will be yours." The young monk understood the gravity of the king's request, but he also saw the opportunity to spread Buddhism. "This is a good path too," he said, and he turned back to the kingdom, leaving the other 3 monks to continue their journey. That evening, the 3 monks were exhausted and hungry. They walked into a village and asked for food and shelter. That night, they slept outside in the rain. One of the monks woke up to find a young girl tending to their makeshift shelter. "You are heaven sent," she said. "I am alone, waiting for my parents. Please stay until they return." The monks accepted her invitation, and that night they slept inside the warm house. By morning, one of the monks had fallen in love with the girl. "I cannot leave her alone," he insisted, ignoring his companion's pleas. 2 monks left, disappointed but resolute. The next morning, as they entered another village, an angry crowd surrounded them. "We do not believe in Buddha," they shouted. "Prove his teachings are true." A scholar stepped forward. "I am a great scholar, and I can defeat these monks in debate. Come, show me the topic." One of the monks eagerly accepted the challenge. "I will stay and defend Buddha's wisdom, even if it takes my whole life." The last remaining monk sighed. "Only 1 is needed at the monastery. Go on without me." In the end, only 1 monk reached the distant monastery after traveling for many months. When he finally met with the lama, he told him about all the distractions they had faced, and how he was the sole survivor. The lama smiled knowingly and said, "When I sent you, I knew you would face many distractions. I did not want to send many more because I knew it would be a long journey and the distractions would be numerous. If I had sent 5 monks, it is not certain even 1 would have reached." The monk was confused. "Why is that?" The lama replied, "My son, in this world, many set out on the path, but few reach their destination. Comfort, temptation, love, pride, duty, many distractions pull us away from our purpose. If you wish to succeed in your endeavors, stay focused. The path may be long, and the distractions are countless, but only those who resist them will reach their destination." The monk pondered his master's words and realized the importance of staying focused. He understood that the distractions they had faced were not merely tests of their faith, but also opportunities for growth and self-discovery. From that day on, the monk carried the lessons learned on his journey to every step of his life, always remembering the words of his master, the chief monk.